Put my leg up there.
Fine, you can put your leg up there. All right, guys, we'll let a few people build up.
Don't talk to me.
Let a few people build up. We just wanted to sort of update on the whole situation with the S13, because there's a lot of comments. Trying to go through them all. Find it ironic. There was a guy that was a complete douchebag from Melbourne. And I know his name and everything, who claimed it was an insurance job.
Really?
Yeah, Robert Hubeck. He's a Toyota guy, so he's a
that
douchebag.
guy.
Yeah.
I know that guy. Hey,
Um,
that's Scott's mate.
Scott's mate. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott,
Yeah.
your mate's a wanker.
So someone claimed that it was an insurance job. It was like, that's way out of whack, because that's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, the insurance company now has the car. They literally took the car that night. So there was a few things where I didn't address sort of in the video that I wanted to just like address to you guys now. Hello everyone, g'day coffee guy. I saw him in there. It's good to see more people becoming members. We're definitely pretty stoked about that. But we are going to try and buy the car back. What's the go? Because you spoke to the insurance company. Speak up.
Sorry, I'm in as well. So I called them today. It was in the holding yard still. I had to pay the excess, obviously, because they couldn't get the person that did it. She put the job in for it to go to the shop.
Someone saw the Guzmans. Guzman's great. They do the family meals that are cheap.
And the kids love burritos.
Yes.
So it is going to the assessor. I don't know if it went there today or if it's going there tomorrow. Hopefully we have an answer this week. And they're going to assess the damage. But even the lady I spoke to on the phone, who like doesn't know anything about cars, when I described the damage like to the A-pillar and stuff and the roof being bent, she was just like, they're most likely going to write it off because how old the car is. I did ask her what the go was with buying it back, and she said that she'll put a note in there saying that we would like to discuss that option. But Luke's not keen because
No. It's don't get me wrong. It's just that I hate cars that have been damaged. So if I want a nice road car, if I know it's been damaged and stuff like that, that kills me personally. But if she wants it fixed, we'll go down that avenue. Because it does, for some reason it means so much to her.
It was essentially a stock car, so it's not like we want to buy it back for the parts to resell. Like it was a shitty CA that leaked oil, as they do. It had shitty coilovers in it, like it was, but it was.
Not shitty. They weren't good coilovers. They're max speeding rods. They're literally like $300 coilovers.
But it's not a drift car. It wasn't meant to be. We got it for the body.
Sorry, the squeaking was my chair on the door here, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't know that sound must be really good. So our plan at the moment is to buy the car back if we can, and if it can be repaired. The thing is that what didn't really show in that footage, and what I should have spent a bit more time showing you guys, but honestly, so the photos that Tiana got, like it all happened so fast. Like between me going out the front, seeing the car was damaged, frantically looking for the Raptor keys, and I was like, Tiana, you need to call the police. You need to.
Luke was gone less than 10 minutes after it happened.
Yeah,
and I didn't see him again until the next day.
I went looking for the guy, and I wasn't back until 4:00 in the morning. So yeah,
we weren't expecting the car to go that night either.
So Isaac Prentice, thank you so much for the donation, mate. And someone else asked how they can donate as well. I don't know where it is. There's a little $ thing you can donate if you want to. Thank you, Shannon. Much appreciated. Anything just goes towards it. But what I was just saying then is, essentially, if we can get it back and it can be legally repaired. See, a lot of the thing is, I'm not 100% how it all works, but I know that roof damage some of the times can't be. A lot of the time, roof damage can't be legally repaired. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, because it was fairly structurally hit. And like I said, everything happened so fast. Tiana doesn't really know how to take the photos to show how pushed in it was.
And I couldn't find a torch, and I didn't have a car to use headlights on. Like, I was by myself, literally in the middle of the night, in pajamas, like by myself. So I didn't have a lot of help. So I just got what I could. I had to quickly get everything out of the car before the truck came.
Like the tow truck came super fast.
Yeah, like probably 35 minutes after I got off the phone to insurance.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, I don't know. I've never known. I guess we've never had to make a claim or anything like that.
Like, if I knew they were going to pick it up that night, I probably would have called in the morning just so we could have assessed the car in the daylight, see how bad it actually was. Like, it might not be as bad as we initially thought. I don't know. Like, it all happened so fast before Luke left. Like, yeah, maybe in the daylight it might not have been as bad or whatnot, and it could have put our mind at ease. But the roof was bent.
So the A-pillar itself, like I said, a lot of people just looks like the windscreen's cracked.
Yeah.
Yes, the windscreen's smashed because the A-pillar's pushed across, and that's the problem. And the A-pillar is not just pushed across; it's pushed outways, which has pulled the roof down.
And it's punctured the A-pillar as well.
And it's basically punctured the A-pillar because it was alloy tray that went into it.
It broke the suspension or the steering.
It's done the left-hand front LCA
because it pushed into
and
the
all
gutter.
that.
Like, so if the gutter's what stopped the car, so it got pushed about 30 centimeters because I don't park near as close as I should to a gutter. But the car's been pushed right into the gutter and it's gone as far as it physically could.
It obviously damaged the wheel, damaged thing. The thing is, everyone's like, use it as a drift car. It's a CA. No point. Look, CA is an okay engine, but it's not a great drift engine in my opinion, unless you go build it fresh. They're just old and completely good as a daily driver engine, but I wouldn't necessarily use a I wouldn't use it as an actual drift car per se.
It was a clean car, and it was unreal. Like, it had minor imperfections like a 1991 car would. But yeah, I just want my car back. Who's that? I can't even read that. Oh my god, I need glasses. Dylan Marshall, thank you for the donation, and I can't even read that. Ash Hillerbrand. That's completely blurry to me.
You're blind. Here, borrow these.
I've got glasses.
Try these.
Don't wear them. I actually should be wearing glasses.
Gary Docker, thank you so much. And then Nick Grosser, thank you, dude, man. Honestly, appreciate it so much. You guys will see tonight, for the guys that are already members, if you're not, check it out if you're not already a member. But for the guys that are members, tonight's video will be out. Let me just see, it's rendering at the moment. It's got like another 7 minutes left of rendering, and then then I have to upload it. So that will come out tonight for you guys. But what I can tell you is merch. Actually, I'll show everyone now. Talk to Tiana for a sec. I'm going to get stickers.
We got test stickers. All right, what do we got? We don't know if they were the same people that broke into the track. Yeah. The police are very much onto it, though. They've actually went and visited a house in our street today to get security camera footage because they've got about 13 cameras. And then the car had a GPS tracker, so they were able to see everything that they did. Basically, we're just getting updated when they get anything. It was a mint car. Thank you, Boosted Panda. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Punchbowl Customs. Oh my
really
god.
Good sticker.
Why do people want to see me neck VBs?
Oops.
All right, she may have just got her first eyebrow wax.
There's a little bit of hair on there.
My eyebrow.
Oh, Dale, I miss you too. Quarantine is good. Oh my god.
We're not on full quarantine.
No, we got. All right, I'm gonna need to neck a VB. We've had $50 in donations for that.
Oh, okay.
Life in quarantine's good. We aren't doing full quarantine, but we did spring clean our garage today, which is pretty cool. Which is you're gonna see the footage from that. Found some cool stuff.
Can I show everyone?
Thank you, everyone, saying sorry for our loss. Obviously, Luke wasn't as into the car.
Don't get me wrong. I
liked the
I
car.
love the car. It was just like it's a CA.
No, hold on.
And
No,
CAs
hold on.
can be problematic, and if anybody has to work in the cars, it'll be me and that. But don't get me wrong, like I love that car. The sentimental side of it, the fact that we did want to pass it down to Scarlett means a lot to me. That does.
The best way to describe the situation is, do any of you guys have a girlfriend that just doesn't get your love for cars? And like, if you crashed your drift car or even your street car and they just didn't like fully understand, they were kind of like, oh, well, you just crashed a car, like you get another one. That's how it is with us right now. Like, I'm crying, I'm devastated, and Luke's like, yeah, but it was just a CA. And it's like, no, but that's not the point.
I'm just glass half full, yeah? Like, I'm trying to see not a positive necessarily, but I'm less doom and gloom, I guess. I'm just like, let's just move forward and, see where we can go with all of this. You know what I mean? Like,
if anyone does know of a two-tone S13, it obviously has to be the cream over champagne with brown interior. Don't care on
does that
motor
come
or
up the
anything.
right way for you guys?
No, it's
it looks like it's
reversed.
coming up reversed.
It is.
Oh. Well, I don't know how to show you where it's not reversed, but these are the new stickers that will come out.
Thank you, Driftwood.
So these shibby stickers will come out as soon as we build a website later tonight.
And at the moment, we are not sure on price.
Neck the fucking VB.
Hold on, I'm just catching up on this.
Someone said neck the fucking VB.
Jesse, I also would like a JZX 100. I would like a Mark II though.
Yeah, Mark IIs are nice.
Yeah, already had a Chaser. Overdid that way too much. Neck the fucking VB. All right. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Scarlett. This is a chick that never hated beer. Like, I'm talking, was disgusted by the smell of beer. If I drank beer, she wouldn't kiss me. This was only a few months ago. And now you're necking VBs.
So cold.
It's good.
So
Good.
cold.
Is it finished? Man up. Finish your fucking drink.
Oh, it's froth. That's all it is. It's froth.
Yes!
You can hear it.
Finish
Froth.
it.
Dad!
I don't want.
Dad, come here. I'm gonna get a chest prize.
There we go.
I'm gonna check in my monster book.
Did someone say C34 Laurel? We already have one.
In Japan.
It's not exactly straight.
Dad!
I don't like C34s that much.
JZX81s are very cool.
Yeah.
I used to have one. I had a JZX81 Mark II with a 1J and a high mount and everything. And I absolutely loved that car. And I ended up selling it to a mate who bugged me for like a year about getting it off me. And unfortunately, he was one of my best mates, and he did pass away in the fires in Melbourne years ago. And his dad still owns the car to this day and finished the car to how he originally wanted it as well. So RIP Charlesy. Do you want another one?
No, right
No.
now. Give that a minute to settle, and then I'll have another one. Oh my god, I don't even know where we're up to before.
It's too hard. If you do have an important question, even if you put like 50 cents next to it, it's so we can see it. Yeah, I like my good see.
It's one of those ones where you scroll back up and then another comment comes in and it bumps you down.
Just for bling, yes, it's Lucy doing the stickers from Black Arts. Everyone will be able to see that in the vlog that goes up tonight.
No,
or if you're not a member, you'll be able to see it tomorrow. She hates wagons. I love wagons. She hates wagons.
Nope.
She won't drive a wagon. She will not drive an auto, which is I'm fine with.
I do like old Crown wagons.
Yeah, but I don't want her driving a old ass car. So yeah. Anyway, Am I driving 86 Fest? Now it's been moved to 2021, probably, because my 86 will definitely be finished by then. By Skyline. Well, so we are getting a Skyline, and that was already purchased before this all happened. We'd just been waiting
Which
for it
was
to
on a
come back
vlog.
from paint, which was on a vlog. If you've been watching for a little bit, you would have seen that already. It's not your normal Skyline. DM Shannon's. You mean DM Shannon's? Shannon's Cars and Wheels. How do I DM Shannon's? I don't know how. Someone said DM Shannon's.
Like
I don't know what that
Shannon's
means.
Insurance.
Yeah, that Shannon's Insurance or wait, let me see. 31.
6 minus 3. You got 6. You take away 3.
How did we come to getting the 86? Yeah, sorry. The Love Chevy, the white one, yes, the white Skyline that we looked at in a little while ago. Someone said get a real one. I want a 34. I do want a 34, but we don't have the spare money for that at the moment at all. With all of this stuff that's going on.
It was our first family car.
Yeah, actually, that's right. Our first, well, technically, our first family car was a Stagia.
No, we
Yeah.
got the 34 when Scarlett was born.
I literally drifted out of the. Oh, that we had
We
both.
drove the 34 over to.
Okay. So
Yes.
when Scarlett was born, we owned an R34 4-door, which was sick. It was a really nice car. XT9s, FT86 paint,
Gunmetal
and gunmetal grey. Yeah. But we also owned a Stagia at the time as well, and the Stagia was what we took Scarlett home from the hospital in.
No, that was the 34. We brought her home from the hospital in the 34. We didn't have the Stagia at that
Didn't
point.
we?
No.
I swear it was a Stagia.
No, we got the Stagia after you sold a Patrol or something.
Oh, there you go. It was a 34. Either way, I drifted around about like straight out of the car park while we're still on hospital grounds.
We already built a Chaser.
And she didn't even yell at me.
No, I liked it.
We had a Chaser. We had a very sick Chaser. I'll try and find a photo of it or something to add into a future vlog. I'll maybe do a. And I wish I'm one of those guys. I don't have pictures of all the cars I've owned. I need to go back through like Instagram and stuff like that and find all of the pictures of cars I've owned. But we had a Chaser, really nice. Well, it wasn't like a super nice Chaser when we got it, but we built it into like a super nice Chaser, full Origin wide body, Origin kit, nice wheels. Like the car was gorgeous, but too gorgeous where you were scared to drive it anywhere. It was super nice.
It had a 50 or 55?
55 mil all round. So it was 110 centimeters wider than standard. So it was a big boy.
And it had custom paint and everything. Like
it was
nice.
It was mint.
So it was like one of those have to park right down the back of a shopping centre car park.
Yeah. Shannon's Cars and Wheels wants to help. I don't know how to DM though. Shannon's Cars and Wheels, if you want to send me a DM on Instagram, hit me up through there. Just Luke Fink on Instagram. Thank you so much for everybody that is donating. It is hugely appreciated, and any cent that gets donated is going straight into cars, guys, like to get the cars working again. So let me just see where we're at. Let me see. Oh, don't get me started on a VL Turbo. I started, so little history lesson for people that haven't been around. Well, I've been around for a long time, so I don't expect people to be around as long as I have. But I started drifting in a VL Calais Series 2 Burgundy over Silver Turbo. It was NA, and then I boosted it. And it was an automatic VL Calais. And that is what I learnt to drift in. So, yeah, I would love one day to own a VL, but the prices are going bananas at the moment. But, man, I would love to get a Calais. I would love to get one of my dream cars back in the day, and I'd still love to own one, would be a Calais wagon. If I could have a VL Turbo Calais wagon, I would be super stoked. But one day when I have money again, because this whole coronavirus thing is a piece of shit and needs to just go away.
Like Quincy.
I like that. Someone said buy a club sport and do foot-ons. I would love a clubby too. R8 clubbies are sick.
I like doing burnouts.
You really like doing burnouts. So you'll see it, guys. We are going to have the 20,000 subscriber burnout soon, and it will include both of us. I haven't told you about this yet either. Or did I talk to you about it?
Nope.
Nah, it's coming. Don't worry. I've got a really cool idea.
I haven't done many. I think I've only done like 2 or 3.
You've definitely done some burnouts.
I do a good job.
I punted the VL around Calder, but I never went to Winton with my VL. Adam LZ said that in his video.
Jason, you're selling yours?
Jason?
Yeah, Keeper Reed had his for sale. It's Jason, Farron.
Where?
There, Nightmare Franks. There.
Oh.
I didn't know Jason was selling it. He's got Venetians and everything.
I'm like, keep it feet.
Yeah, I can see past the.
We're saying
spelling
keep it feet had his for sale.
That'd be Keep It Reed.
Keep it, yeah, but his isn't in very good condition. His was pretty rough.
It's got good dose.
It's definitely got good dose, but mine had good dose back in the day as well.
So did my S13 that just got written off.
Holden or Ford guy? Deep down Ford guy. Because my dad was a Ford guy. I love XYs and stuff, but LS is a great in my opinion. I just couldn't. I wouldn't say I'm one or the other. I'm very much. I like Fords and Holdens. You know, through all of the generations, they've done some things right. You know, like then even the new ones now, like the V. What's the V? Not the. What's the latest V something? VF? I think the VF Calais stuff is like amazing. Like I think they are gorgeous cars. I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy one just because of they drop in value so fast, but they are sick. Yeah, XY not. Yeah, I've seen he's got that for sale as well. So just to recap for people that joined after we started, the S13, if we can, we're buying it back. And if it can be repaired, we will repair it. So
hopefully. I honestly don't know what goes into doing pillar repair or a roof chop, or I guess we can't really make a plan until we know what the damage is and how bad.
So I guess the super sucky thing about it is our Tiana's like new daily. Well, it's not a new car, but the daily that was on the way that's been at the paint shop and stuff, we paid for ages ago. It's due to come Friday. Like,
so the S13 was going back into
the new car would have came on Friday, and we would have literally deregistered it and put it back in storage, and it would have been put away until Scarlett's old enough. Basically, that was the plan.
Which hopefully.
Hopefully we can repair it, and that will be something that happens in the future. But yeah, so Tiana has. We're getting a Skyline on Friday. We pick up our Skyline on Friday. It is going to wear the shibby plates. I think you decide. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to wear the shibby plates. Damage in the end, we're waiting to hear back from insurance, but like I said, in the photos, you couldn't tell 100%, but the pillar was pushed in quite heavily. It was literally not only pushed in, but pushed outways, like past the windscreen. So, and it like pulled the roof down. So yeah, we'll basically, and the hard thing for us is when it all happened, it was dark, everything was crazy. I was only there for 10 minutes while I was running around looking for my keys, and then jumped straight in the Raptor and went like basically looking for these guys, and then got into the chase and chased them down.
I just saw someone said they've got a video of when they did a pillar repair. If we were to repair it, it would be 110% done professionally, because it would be something that would be on the road when our daughter was old enough. So it would be a proper job.
Yeah. And as James just said, they're glass half full. And that's the thing is, like, I guess wifey sort of sees me as being not heartless, but I don't
think you're heartless. It's just like, to you, like,
it's not that it's just a car or anything. It's just like I'm trying to see I'm trying to look past it and be positive. You know what I mean? Like,
and I'm looking at it like I'm never going to be able to find a straight factory two-tone S13 with brown interior that was that clean.
And the brown interior is the key. I know a couple of our subscribers have sent me cars like to check out.
They're not brown,
but they're black interior S13 each, which is like nice cars and all. But Tiana's thing is the two-tone with a brown interior and being basically stock, essentially as close to stock as possible.
Yeah, which is what this was. It was basically a grandma car with coilovers and an intercooler.
Yeah, and sick dose. Sick dose.
Really sick dose.
And then so S13s in Japan are generally rustier than the ones we've got here now, and far more expensive in Japan than they are here. How did we end up bush? That's where the guy ran, and I kept chasing. So yeah, I was following them, like chasing in the hot. I was chasing for like 40 minutes. They went backwards down highways. They did all kinds of crazy shit trying to get away from me. And then they went onto this dirt road where I had to sit back a little bit further. Like, I guess I must have been 100 meters back behind them in the dust. And basically, they've obviously hit the ruts and put the car on its side or whatever and done a runner. And all I could see through the dust, and all of a sudden I could see up in the distance the lights like on a big angle, and I was like, what the hell? Like they've rolled it. Hopefully they've wrecked themselves. Unfortunately, they're both gone. So yeah, and then the cops took forever to come, and it is what it is. Dylan Marshall, 100 meters. You do not understand how dust works. Don't be annoying. I'll block you from the channel, buddy. Anyway, just to clarify, they definitely reversed into it on purpose. So yeah. Anyway, if we can get the car back, we'll definitely get it professionally repaired. If anything, we'll be sending it down to we'll send it to Cameron's Bodyworks. They're close to us and they help out in the drift scene. Those guys are amazing. So if anything, we'll send it down to them. We'll get, we know plenty of people with Sylvia chassis, and the Lep Lab guys just offered as well if we need a piece of Sylvia to replace it. But the hope is that we will get the car back. The hope is that we will be able to, sorry guys, 1 second. The hope is that we'll be able to, get that car essentially road ready. If it does have to go via Wover, basically to get repaired or whatever, the government, we have a government thing in Australia called Wover, and they basically check to make sure the repairs are done right. If we have to do all that stuff, and then we, go through the processes and make sure in the future when Scarlett's old enough, or if we needed to in the future and got it re-registered, that we can, and it won't be a problem. The car's a 92, and that's why we are concerned, not sure.
Okay, don't listen to him. It's a 91.
Oh, it's a 91, sorry.
And it's not old enough. It has to be 30 years. So unfortunately, we're looking at 1 year of being old enough to go on the Wover. So
but not on Wover, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So if it was a 90 or an 89 or an 88, it would have gone on Wover. It wouldn't have gone on Wover because it's a 91. It goes on Wover. And I did see someone before asked how the condition of the interior. It was mint. It was mint, but the dash had a small crack in it, which only just happened. And there was a slit in the rear seat about an inch long. Was it? Yeah, but it was like immaculate. It was like something sharp was placed on it. Apart from that, the door cards, they weren't dirty. They were clean. The roof was clean. Like it didn't even have, I don't know if people have noticed on like old Jap cars how there's generally like a cigarette burn in the roof or in the doors from a smoker. It didn't have anything. Like it was mint. The seats looked like they had seat covers on them their whole lives. Like they had Sylvia seat covers. They were perfect. Like that's why I wanted to keep this car, because it was amazing. it was definitely a keeper.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, trust me, it's not going to be on Wover in Queensland. The age limit is not 30.
that's
Well,
what I got
hopefully
told
not.
from Shannon's today. When
Oh.
because
Oh,
she
Shannon's
asked,
Insurance
yeah.
said that.
So she asked me what the year was, because when I asked her about the buyback, and she's like, what year is it? Because she obviously saw that it was an old car, and she's like, oh, 91. She's like, it just misses out. So
But
unless I did get someone from interstate.
I was going to say, to be fair, I've spoken to a lot of different
people at
Shannon's, and a lot of them say a lot of different stuff about a lot of different things. And yeah, the beverage is literally just drinking water.
We don't actually remember how much it was insured for.
Yeah. I know. I think I can't remember if I had it. I had it agreed value, but I can't remember if it was 15 or 20. I think it was just. I think it was 15, which is fair for the condition of that car. I think.
Well, we got offered 15, and I wouldn't sell it.
So. Oh, you did too. Yeah, you got offered 15. Yeah.
14 and a half.
Yeah.
And I would not sell the car.
So yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Gary. Much appreciated. Wait, what's someone said? Oh, he said he buys and sells cars from Pickles every day. So, yeah, if you Shannon's Cars and Wheels, have you messaged me on Instagram yet? Let me just. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone.
So the lady from insurance, when I talked about the buyback, she basically said what the assessor will do is work out how much they think that they can get for it from auctions, and they will say, look, we think we can get this much for it. Would you like to buy it back for that? Hopefully, being that it was a stock car and it's a CA with an oil leak, they look at it and, like, with the A-pillar being bent, and they're like, nah, we can't get anything for this for parts. Like, it's basically junk. Hopefully we get to buy it back for a really cheap price. Like, even the head unit was shitty. It didn't have auxiliary or USB or nothing. It was, yeah. But like, to me, the car meant a lot. It wasn't just an old shitty unmodified car.
Amia Miley, SMH, there are people dying everywhere, sad. And this is how you get put in timeout. There we go. If you're going to be on here and be a douchebag, I'll just basically delete you from my channel. So just don't be stupid.
Yeah, there's people that are getting sick and dying around the world.
There's literally more people dying from suicide every single day.
Yeah.
So bringing up the corona thing, especially on this, is just dumb. Don't do it.
How about females stop being dicks and let males see their children, and then there won't be many suicides. And then once that happens, I'll stop talking about my car.
Yeah.
Until then, coronavirus is nothing compared to suicide.
Yeah.
Or anything else, for that matter of fact. It is a virus that kills people just like any other virus or flu or cold. And that's not me being not sympathetic. I'm just saying I'm allowed to be sad for my loss.
Yeah, I am. So, guys, I'll tell you an interesting story about something that happened in my life, I guess. I was obviously I came up riding BMX, and the I started in BMX by going to the BMX track, and I got involved in racing at the very start. And basically, well, the comments have gone crazy. But anyway,
there's a lot of males in here that aren't allowed to see their children.
Yeah, well, it's
females.
Yeah. So basically, I went to like this BMX World Championship racing event, and there was this guy that he was like my favorite racing BMXer, and I just thought he was the greatest and everything. And I got my number plate, my race plate signed by him, and he was a total dick, like complete dickhead. And I was like, I basically instantly stopped being a fan of his, and I guess when I eventually got big in BMX, and then eventually with the drifting as well, I'll make every effort I can to respond to you guys whenever I can. Whenever I get the time, and it's not some stupid or weird question like, will you appear in a porno, like that XR guy keeps asking me, I'll answer the question. So, yeah.
Make a VB to show Corona sucks.
Yeah.
I've already done my VB skull for the video.
Yeah, she did earlier. So that is sort of like my attempt, and my sort of promise to you guys is that I will try and get back to people that do ask questions and help as much as I can, because any of the guys on here that have sent me questions and things like that, I will honestly make every effort to get back to you guys. So
keep in mind, he gets a buttload of messages.
Yeah,
on Instagram,
I do
Facebook.
respond to everyone.
It may take time. We might accidentally see it and then not realize he hasn't replied.
Yeah,
that could also be
happens
Scarlett.
sometimes. Yeah,
Scarlett has the phone a lot and pushes buttons. But he will, trust me, he spends a lot of time talking to people and not replying to me. So he will always get back to you. And if he doesn't, then there is a genuine reason for it.
Yeah, and yeah, I hope I can continue to do that. Also, for the guys that are members, I just want to let you guys know that in just over half an hour, the video is uploading at the moment, guys. So today's vlog. So if you are a member, you'll get to watch today's video that I edited earlier and is uploading at the moment. That will go up soon. And that, I guess, with me talking about the that BMXer I met, and he was like a bit of a he wasn't even a little bit of a dick. He was very much a dick. I met multiple times. I met Dave Mirror, mind you. It was in a different circumstances. I met him at X Games and stuff. But like Dave Mirror was such an amazing human being, where he would remember everybody's names. And it was just always surreal. Someone as good as Dave Mirror and as massive, he would always remember everybody's names. And it sucks for me because I am disgustingly bad with remembering names. But yeah, he was an inspiration from me as far as like what a pro guy should be.
Well, who's the guy I met at Warped Tour last year?
Rick Thorne.
And he remembered you.
Yeah.
And God knows the last time you've seen him.
20 years ago. No. 15 years ago it would have been the last time I saw Rick Thorne. But again, champion dude, and just you met him, was a good guy. So that's all you. Lost their knees to poo. All right, let me just catch up. Is Chop hanging out with his new mates at the cop shop tonight? I don't know. He's probably hanging out with them. No damage to the cars at the track. We had a fence cut at the track, but it looks like they've just come through because they've like cut a hole and then cut another hole. They've just gone through. Nothing's been touched or anything like that. The streams are choppy anyway, guys. Unfortunately, Australian internet. No, I won't do it as a premiere. I'll just let you guys watch it so the members can watch it, because I can't do premiere only, member only premieres. So it's really annoying. Let me just see. Yeah, man. So guys, I can tell you tomorrow our plan is to go and fit that cube shifter to Tiana's car. So we'll be making a video on that. It'll be Tiana. I'm going to make her do all the work too. But I'm going to make her get that work done on her car and get that shifter in, and she'll be able to drive around the track tomorrow and hit some gears, see what it feels like. And then we're going back on Thursday. On our normal hours, we would be allowed to have a normal event. Me and Tiana, because we are the owners of the rent, like we rent the place, we can actually use it. Unfortunately, I can't even have my mates there. So it's frustrating, but me and Tiana will go down there on our own, and yeah, we're gonna have a drive down there, and we're gonna do the thing for the 20,000 subscribers. You guys will be able to see that video. For members, will come out Thursday. For non-members, will come out Friday morning. So yeah, we do have security cameras at the track, guys. Couldn't see where they walked through because it was like down the end of the pits where nothing's stored anyway. So yeah, I actually have put in more cameras. So anyway, where are we? Let me just get back to someone. So funny, someone's talking about Hoonigan. I will be doing a thing with the Hoonigan. So if anybody does watch the Hoonigan channel, you've seen that they're doing the Hoonigan interview stuff. It's out early in the morning in Australia, and that's the hardest thing about it is I'm trying to work out a time with the guys, but they hit me up about being on that show. So keep an eye out, guys. I will be on that Hoonigan show soon. I'll either be on there this Thursday, US time. So I think it works out to be our Friday morning. I'll be doing it, or Friday morning. They're Thursday lunchtime. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's the problem. I have to do it like super early in the morning. It's mostly about the interview and stuff, but then I'll probably be like doing some jumps with cars over my berm because I can't drift because it'll be too loud. But I'll be able to do like some jumps and stuff like that, which will no doubt get loose. It'll either be this Thursday or the 7th of April. We haven't 100% decided yet. I said someone asked about security cameras. Yes, we do have them at the track, and we do have new ones at our house as well. What?
I can do one trick on BMX.
Can T do any BMX tricks?
I don't even know what
she
it
can
is.
like do a stand-up no-hander, basically. So yeah. Let me see. Don't buy an R31. No, why would I? Did I do a Drift Week interview? Yes, I did do a Drift Week interview. I was one of the last guys, so it'd either be it was me and then Adam LZ both did our interviews at the Hoonigan Burnyard. So I'm not sure which one Aaron will put up first, mine or Adam's. I don't know. But yeah, I did do a Hoonigan, Lone Star Drift Week interview, so that will be up as well. I guess it's very, very difficult from a point of view of like, for me personally, when I've known Hurt, for instance, for a long time. I've known Hurt since like when did we meet? 2012. So probably 2011 I met Hurt, or 2010 or 2011 I met Hurt for the very first time when I was at SEMA. And super rad dude, and he'd actually been following my drifting, and he's still a good, genuine guy. The other guys I hadn't really met before. I met Dan, but overall the guys were always super friendly with me, and surprisingly, I talked to Brian quite a bit, and I have actually been on Hoonigan Flow for years, for like 4 or 5 years I've been on Hoonigan, but through my own laziness, I hadn't like sent them emails to let them know my sizes and got them to send out any new stuff, and that's 100% just my fault. So yeah, it is what it is. And basically, when I was at Hoonigan recently, yeah, Gary from Hoonigan is the OG inappropriate toucher. Yeah, we had heard about that. We also spent a lot of time with Gary. He was a super nice dude, like really, really nice guy, really funny, super funny guy, into all old school stuff, and it was great. We actually went on a cruise with him, and we got lost because he took the wrong turn.
He needs to encourage his missus to drift.
Yeah, but yeah, that was like pretty cool. So let me. Just welcome to all the guys that are becoming members as well, guys and girls. Super stoked you guys are becoming members. It really was, it really means a lot. So, yeah, King Anytime, that's the one. D1NZ, yes, we have a sponsor on board, Cartel Clothing, for D1NZ. The plan was to do the rest of this season, and I believe we're planning to do all of next season. But obviously, everything is completely up in the air because of the coronavirus. So, yeah. Someone just mentioned Jimmy Levan. Jimmy's a legend. I love Jimmy. Super nice guy. I hung out with him in what city was I in? You'll know this. It's the city's like super known for music.
Seattle,
No,
Dallas,
no,
Atlanta.
no.
What type of music? That makes a difference.
I don't know. Music with guitars.
So anywhere in Texas?
No.
Uh,
Louisville.
No,
It was Louisville. Louisville.
no, that's not
Louisville.
what you're thinking of.
Isn't it?
No. Hold on.
I can't think of it. Anyway, I spent like a week or two with Jimmy at a crazy big skate park. I thought it was Louisville. Anyway, super nice dude. Just someone mentioned any news on the S13 that is missing. The S13 is not missing. It got deliberately crashed into, or we
Nashville.
assumed deliberately. It was Nashville. Sorry.
Country music.
It got deliberately ran into, and then insurance took it. So it's not stolen. Do I miss Westmead? Yes, but we had a little Westmead when last time me and LZ were down in Melbourne, little private Westmead, which still ended up kind of big, but it was definitely a good time. We're going to go to a road trip down the East Coast anytime in the next few years. All the time.
US?
Oh, East Coast of the US.
What country?
Oh yeah, I have to.
If it's the East Coast of Australia, we do that a few times a year.
What's the go with DCA? Everything is pending coronavirus. I'm pointing up here. We're pointing up here behind us because that's where we have like our like little like. It's where we conduct. That's where we conduct our business. Is sort of on the walls here.
So round one at our track is.
Yeah,
gone.
we've canned round one already because it's unrealistic because it's in the end of April. The next date we have locked in. Well, it's not 100% locked in because they're still pushing us for a deposit, and we're not even sure we'll be able to cross the border. So it's kind of difficult. But Pheasantwood is
June 12th.
Penciled in for June 12th and 13th. But again, it's 100% comes down to what happens with this coronavirus thing. So we will absolutely try and make some of that happen, in the future, I guess.
I don't think they'd let Luke enter high tech in the 350.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to embarrass people.
Yeah.
Did I see the guy smash his car in the wall at Matsuri a month ago? I saw a few of them smash their car in the wall.
Was that the 110?
I saw the one on short track. There was a big one on short track with he had a turbo Mang motor and an S13. I don't know if the guys talked about that one because quite a few people hit the wall at Matsuri, but there was one pretty good one that I saw in person. It was a Mang Turbo S13. He went into the wall pretty damn hard on short track.
Holly did get back to Tasmania before the border closed. She's currently in quarantine,
Yeah,
and she had a police checkup yesterday to make sure that she was home.
God, what's your opinion on the BMX scene now, and what do you think's changed for the better? I don't know. I try and follow it now. I think it's hard because of the internet. There's so much going on. It's sort of hard to keep track of.
Road trip in a drift car in Victoria. We did that last year for Mount Gambier.
Well, yeah, actually, I laugh, but we did. Yeah, we drove the G35 and Adam LZ's car. My car was slammed 19 by 11s all around.
And then you drove
literally threw sparks everywhere.
From Melbourne back to Brisbane.
And Adam LZ's S13, 180, which was bright yellow, had damage on it and everything. We drove both those cars all around Victoria, and then I drove the G35 from Tasmania all the way back home to Queensland. And if you've been watching these vlogs for a while, you see that was an interesting thing. Would I go to Mad Mike's Summer Bash? Hopefully at some point in the future. Mike Lakes 36. Yeah, it's looking sick in the purple. Mikey is a really good dude.
He's one of my favorite inappropriate people.
Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just lost where we are. How do you become members? I think there should be a button somewhere down there or something. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back through the questions. Hey Luke, I'm getting more comfortable skidding my 350. If I have any small events every so often, what are the tips you have for street drifting and seat time? Do it. Just drive. Seat time is the tip. Not pushing it too hard, but yeah. DCA Mount Gambier at this stage, I would say yes because it's not until November, but who knows? Do I still do anything with Club Outrun merch stickers? We still have some shirts, don't we?
No.
Oh, we got none of nothing. I don't know. We should do some
I
stuff.
love I still have multiple Club Outrun shirts and I rock them on a very regular basis. I'm one of the few people in the world who does.
Thoughts on Cletus's new setup at the Freedom Factory? I haven't watched the new video he just put out with the concrete down. My only concern is after driving short track in Queensland Raceway. So we have a track in Australia called Short Track. It's at Queensland Raceway. It's only like half an hour away from my track, but their skid pan, they have a lot of burnout competitions on it, and it's destroyed. Like basically, it's very difficult to drive on because the surface is so messed up from burnouts, and it's super weird. Like if it gets wet, it's like literally deadly. You don't even want to be anywhere near it if it's wet. And then even in the dry, it's very sketchy to drive on. The grip levels are very weird. That's my only concern with the Freedom Factory is that having a burnout pad in the middle of what they intend to have as a drift track. Because, you know, if you're going to be coming off that bank, you definitely don't want to be hitting that concrete and it'd be super thick with rubber, oil, and radiator fluid that you get from burnout competitions. So that is something that he probably didn't necessarily think about. But for me personally, if I was to put a burnout pad in at Archie, it would be completely separate. It would be like in the middle, away from the drift part, because if you get that much rubber and oil and radiator fluid down, which is super common with burnouts, it becomes super shitty to drift on, basically. So that's a concern I have for him. Otherwise, everything else he's done, he is killing it. So I'm super stoked for him, and I know what he's going through. So, you know, and he's got a lot of really good help in the background as well, which is super rad. Why doesn't Tiana follow me on Instagram?
Shut up, Cam. If you do follow me on Instagram,
is Cam the guy who's came up here and his missus wouldn't let him do anything?
Yeah,
that's
Mini Adam, Mini LZ.
Mini LZ, yeah. And he stayed with Chop and Lucy and his missus wouldn't let him do anything.
If you do follow me on Instagram, yes, that's him.
Oh, was him? I just wanted to make sure.
I only follow 15 pages. I don't follow Luke. I have OCD with my numbers.
Yeah.
And I just follow Toyota and 86 and Wheels pages.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Question for both of you. What is your favorite drifter?
What is my favorite drifter?
Obviously, who?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big competition person, so I don't really follow.
Someone said Cletus's skid pad has the mesh in it that stops concrete from doing the same as getting destroyed. No, so the thing is with burnouts, you leave so much thick rubber on top of the surface that doesn't go away. And then because burnouts, it's super common to blow engines, it's super common to blow radiators. You get a shitload of oil, a shitload of radiator fluid on top of super thick rubber. And basically the surface becomes, it doesn't matter what surface, you can do it on the moon. It's just that buildup of rubber, oil, and radiator fluid becomes sketchy, and then in the wet becomes extremely shitty. Yeah, like it's literally like if you have ever walked on wet steel, that is how much grip a burnout pad has in the wet. Like if you've ever touched a drag strip in the wet, it is horrifically slippery. So yeah, again, it doesn't matter what the surface is, that's just how it is. So hopefully it doesn't. But if they start running a lot of burnout events and stuff, that's just a fact of what will happen. It doesn't matter if it's brushed. It doesn't matter if it's polished. It does
He's
not matter.
saying that it's going to destroy.
Yeah, it won't saying it break.
Track.
It won't wreck the concrete. It's what's on top.
What stays on top?
It basically adds a thick layer of rubber, and then interlocked with that rubber will be oil and lots of radiator fluid.
Yeah.
And that basically makes, like, if you go to short track in Queensland now, the half that isn't burnouted on is still normal, fantastic to drive on. And then as soon as you hit the part that is like thick rubber where they've been doing the burnouts, it literally turns into ice, turns super slippery. And then if it's wet, you will crash your car 100%. Like, there's been multiple humongous crashes on short track from sprinkles of rain and the place is turning to ice and people crashing. Like, you just can't stop. Cronus. Is it Cronus? COVID-19. Anyway.
Corona.
Well, hold on. Sorry, I'm going to catch up on some of the question.
Yeah, Toyota is life. I saw that. That's where you're up to.
Oh, when you said Cletus, the concrete is really resilient as far as, like, if you sit on the spot on concrete, it won't necessarily dig holes and stuff like that. And that's also why we concreted the bottom corner at our track, is because concrete is far more durable. It's just the thickness on top. So that's my only worry. Oh, someone said, yeah, dude, I would have loved to go on that Freedom 500. I would have made a mess, I tell you. You watched Mayhem Inc. videos. I've watched a handful of their videos. I haven't caught up with them in a little while, though. And someone said shout out to Cam Munn. He's definitely a shredder. Very, very good driver.
Cam, you're a fucking dick.
What?
Am I pregnant?
Where did he write that?
Did you just call me fat? That's what I read from that.
Yeah, Beachmaster definitely called you fat. I can't get her pregnant, so she's pregnant. It's from someone else.
And that's not a thing.
Yeah.
And if I was pregnant, why would I be drinking? All the time?
She just like necked VB. She's definitely not pregnant. And if she is, I want to know about it because it's not from me.
If I'm pregnant, I want to know about it. I want to know how it happened.
Wait, Cam Wrighton laughed. When did you say? You said he said I was a dick. Where?
Huh? I didn't say you said.
Oh.
I called Cam a dick.
Oh, I Cam.
Because he laughed.
Oh,
that would have been what you.
Yeah. What's up, Scully? Drift Hostel around the corner from Archie. Yeah, the Drift Hostel's at Black Arts. Just hit him up. Oh, I hope Chop's watching. He'll love that. How are you doing, Scarlett? You doing good? What's wrong? What's wrong?
I'm bored.
You're bored? You don't look like a bored. You look like a daughter. You look like Scarlett. This is bored. Anyway.
Scar, can you please go
ETA on 8.6 is, I've somewhat been putting it off because I feel like we're going to go into full lockdown. And I'm basically holding off on doing work on that car because if we go into lockdown, that'll give me the opportunity to do all the work on the car. While we're still somewhat allowed to be out and about a little bit, I'm trying to go out and get stuff done that I can outside of the house. On top of that, I'll go insane if I spend a few days inside working on the 8.6 and then we go into lockdown on top of that. I'll probably murder my family. Nah, I wouldn't murder my family, but hey, it's a Victoria, domestic violence and everything's going up. I'm worried about her killing me. I'm more worried about that than anything.
That's fair.
Anyway, yeah, short track S13 was definitely a decent crash. Do we know Mad Mike? Yes, we know Mad Mike quite well. His son and Scarlett they had a sick time at Goodwood Festival of Speed, mucking around together.
I think it was last time.
He sort of yeah, it might have been the last time we saw him.
You speak to Tony regularly.
Yeah, I speak
his
to
wife.
Tony a bit. But our kids had a ball together. So yeah.
We haven't seen him since Jet was born.
Oh
Tony
yeah, we
was
haven't
pregnant.
met yet. Yeah, that's right. Do you think is the best drifter in the world? And you can say yourself. I don't know. James Dean as a competition drifter is unreal. I like personally for me, I love Denofa's style. It's similar to my style. And pro driver wise, if I had a favourite driver, it'd be Chelsea. And I'm just stoked enough to call him a good mate of mine. And congratulations to him as well. They just got married, Chelsea's.
Yes.
We actually got them. We helped get them together.
They're the Chelsea Denofas.
They're the Chelsea Denofas, and they had their first time like properly together here in Australia at DCA.
He asked her out in
Yeah, he started dating her in Australia while we were on a road trip from Melbourne to Brisbane with us.
They slept everywhere.
Yeah.
They had sex over everything.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah. They still do that.
Yeah.
Okay, you went to knock on the thing, and I'm like, don't knock on their
Yeah.
friggin' thing. You could literally see their van like moving, and Tiana went to like bash on their door. I'm like, Tiana, it's a rockin'. Don't go knocking.
Didn't see it rocking.
It was rocking. He's getting at it. Jesus. And then she came out with like the hair all messed up. It was so. Yeah. Anyway.
I think when we do open back up, we will make a big deal out of it.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll
get,
definitely
like,
be making a
jumping
huge
castle
deal out
for
of us.
kids,
Yeah.
Get some food vans.
If I ever got the chance to shred with Ken Block, would I?
We
I
have.
have before. I went to Gymkhana Grid in Europe and smoked him. It was actually pretty funny because he was there in his Fiesta WRC car or whatever, and at Gymkhana in Spain, and my times in my rear-wheel drive drift car were faster than times he was putting down in his Fiesta GRC car. That was kind of cool. But at the start of the event, he basically ignored our existence and I wouldn't say necessarily rude, he just didn't respond.
I told him I was a better drifter than him, and he laughed.
And then later in the event, he was like really nice to us and everything. Basically, when I realised I was faster than him and could drive, I guess.
And Vaughan probably had a word to him.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah, Vaughan was there as well.
We love you, Mike.
Mike Lake, hey buddy. For anyone on here that wants to watch other YouTube channel, obviously not as good as this one, but no,
he goes
Mike.
all right, though.
Mike Lake's a good dude. Give him a follow, guys. He does put up some good stuff, and if you're into your BMWs, he's one of those weird guys that's into BMWs, like in a big way. Fucking mint slapstick is coming. That's a good idea, actually. Tony Angelo, I actually stayed at his house in Compton for like a week. That was back in 2010. I stayed with Tony for a while, but Tony is a really nice dude, super nice guy.
It's a little very blurry to me.
What do we do for work? We run a racetrack, we run Archerville Drift Park, and we run Drift Challenge Australia. I do YouTube, and then I generally side hustle buying and selling cars and car parts and various other, side hustles, I guess. LGBTQ is against the Bible.
Well, I mean,
see you later.
It depends how you interpret it. The Bible is up for interpretation. And it depends what edition you're reading, because, I mean, it's changed that many times.
Yeah.
Look, if you're religious, go for it. I'm not going to try and tell you otherwise.
I think the person probably thought that thinks that we're talking about two chicks or something, and not understanding that it's Chelsea Denofa and his girlfriend, Chelsea Denofa, like it's a guy and a girl. Maybe that's what they were talking about. Next plan for my V8 S13 is once the 8.6 is done, my plan is to have the S13 done for Summer Nats 2021, which is at the very start of 2021.
Legend has it Chop had fans only before it was cool. I believe that because Lucy said that she's going to have to sell pictures of him, and he said the other night that he has to sell butthole pictures to make money. So I'd believe that.
So me and Denofa are both crazy, but I'm far more crazy, and he knows it.
If you have a look at a picture of Luke and Chelsea next to each other the first time Chelsea came to Australia in 2014,
Yeah, we looked very similar then.
They looked identical. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I want Hoonicorn. Scarlett's actually sat in Hoonicorn. That's interesting.
She did?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying she did.
Oh, she did.
I
Yeah,
could
okay.
look, yeah.
And
she was hanging out with BJ Baldwin's little boy because they were very similar age.
That's right. Would I ever build a Barra-powered Sylvia? Sure, probably.
Is this your phone, Mom?
That is my phone, bud. Can you say hi to people?
Yeah.
Hurry up with the Fink merch, please. Don't make me vlog naked. Okay.
Nothing wrong with being naked.
My favorite TV series. I don't watch TV. I only watch YouTube.
I watch TV series all
What
the
do you?
time.
Oh, she watches all the rubbish. What are you watching now?
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight. She's all about this Married at First Sight. Would you pick a Barra Turbo? I would probably pick an RB Turbo just because it's what I know and they physically fit easier. Anyway, Luke, was FD US ever a plan for you? No, so I nearly did FD a handful of times for different teams, but it was I never got an offer that was good enough for me to like basically pack up my life. And that's the thing with drifting. It's like, I love drifting and drifting is our world, but you know, you to go and do FD, you would literally have to leave everything behind, and there's never been a good enough deal where I'll leave everything behind. There's another thing going to be coming up soon on the channel as well, guys. I'm actually going to be picking it up tomorrow, but we are going to be working on a drift kart very similar to the one I drove in New Zealand for Scarlett. So keep an eye out for that content, guys, because it is going to be sick. Gavin Parker was literally just saying something about LBQT or whatever.
The Bible is against.
Bible is against, like just some Bible basher stuff.
Fun fact about the Bible and Christians and stuff.
So someone asked, what's with the 720p? I live in Australia, and apparently this is all 5G can do in Australia. So I apologise. Yeah. Scarlett, are you doing driftos?
Pardon?
Scarlett, are you drifting? No. Well, that was a really grumpy no. Jesus.
She's such a female.
Best drifting moment for me. Best
What
drifting.
did you say to me?
God.
Best drifting moment for me. I don't know. Probably one of the most memorable moments was coming off the hill at Goodwood Festival of Speed and Sterling Moss clapping and saying it was amazing because that was pretty surreal. You don't want to get Tiana started on that.
No, I was just saying.
Will Adam come to Australia for any rounds of DCA? That was the plan this year, but again, I don't know what's going to happen with all this Corona stuff.
I was just saying, just one thing.
Yeah.
There was this guy back when they were doing the postal vote for Australia allowing same-sex marriage, and there was a Christian that was like, no, like the Bible's against it. That's not what's in the Bible. But I'll happily. He's like, but I accept girl and girl. It's like, no,
Yeah.
no. You don't get to do that. It's all or nothing, bud.
Look, I agree with him, but it doesn't make him religious.
I just found something.
Yes, I did see Mike's livery that he did on the drift kart. What's his name? The drift cart.
What? They're watching the kids.
Oh God.
Scarlett put the live
Scarlett's
stream
put
on
YouTube on in the
lounge
lounge room. The drift cart, I was sent delivery before he released it. Yeah, and it's rad. It looks so cool. Should V10 swap the 350Z for a laugh? Honestly, the V10 sounded sick, guys, but the engine was pretty shitty.
What a waste of money.
Do I have any tattoos? No. None at all.
You should ask him what his first one was.
Have I crashed? And if so, what was my worst crash? My worst crash was in Austria on mine and Tiana's very first trip overseas together. And a guy went the wrong way around the track and we hit head on. I don't know if I can add or show a picture to you guys. I wonder, I'm going to, I don't know how I can, no, I don't think I'll be able to show, oh, yes, I can. I am going to, just bear with me for a second, guys. I am going to show you guys a picture of the crash that I had many years ago that was really bad. Where is it? Just bear with me for a second, guys. Oh, where did I see it? Oh, it's in here. Charge icons. These pictures here, I will send them to Tiana. No, I'm going to send them to Mike Lake.
What are you sending?
I'm going to send them to Mike Lake just so I can show you guys. Why isn't it working? Now it will. There we go. So I will show you guys right now. Dylan Marshall, thank you so much. Anyway, I'll get down to the bottom, so I apologize if I have missed a question. Let me just grab this and I will show you guys because it was pretty hectic. We hit head on at quite decent speed. I was in the red S13. So we were both top of third gear and we hit head on. And the car I was in was the red one. And obviously it was right-hand drive and the picture's reversed. But if you can see, it's hard to see, but we hit so hard, the roof pushed up and the floor got pushed down. So
and when they hit,
yeah,
their cars hit and they lifted and they rotated around.
So if you remember, like in Fast and Furious, where the cars hit and the back ends go in the air and they turn to the side and then drop.
That's a thing.
That's literally what
actually
happened.
happens
That
in real
really
life.
happened, and it hurt a lot. And I ended up in hospital in Austria,
Like
which sucked.
4 months after we started dating, and it was the first time I'd like properly seen him drive, and I witnessed that. So that sucked. That was very scary. We made the most of the trip. Went to the snow. First time seeing snow properly. Get off that. Talk to these people.
Someone just sent me something interesting.
So rude.
Anyway, where are we at? Don't put porn on. We can see it in your glasses. I didn't go past any of your photos, did I?
You just need to go on Mike's Facebook page to see porn.
Okay. Anyway, do I remember you smashing into you with a drift cart at Flano's Bucks party? I do not.
What was that?
All right, so how was he going the wrong way? So it was on the Wednesday and it was meant to be a, what was it? Like, it wasn't an open event. It was literally me going out there doing some media photos. And he was a local guy that turned up and didn't speak to anyone. He's a guy that goes to the track all the time. Didn't talk to anyone, just literally jumped in his car and went out onto the track. And he went the normal way that they go for their events there, which is around this big corner and there's a hairpin and then you go around for their normal way. But the way we were doing it, we're actually cutting in short and coming around the other way, and we basically met in the middle.
If you see a picture of this track,
yeah.
So do you guys know those little marble maze things? Or like just even a drawing maze, how there's like all different ways you can go.
There was cut throughs and stuff everywhere.
That's what this track looked like.
And yeah, he went the wrong way. The car I was in only had a bolting cage. So yeah, like I said, the roof bent up, the floor bent down, like it was pretty bad. Why is there a black dot on our roof? That's
it's a light.
That's a light.
It's not black. I'm trying to find a picture of this car.
How long have we been together for? 6.
How long have we been together for, Luke?
We've been married for 6 years. In April 21st. No. Oh wait. No, May 5th.
Nah.
When did we get married? I don't know.
I love this game.
Oh, guys,
When's your
you're
dad's
getting in
birthday?
trouble. 20th of April.
And did we get married before or after his birthday?
Before?
By how long?
A day.
There we go. So what does that
19th.
mean? There we go.
19th of April, it'll be 6 years we've been married.
So we have a very busy 2 weeks. We have our wedding anniversary on the 19th of April, Luke's dad's birthday on the 20th of April, Luke's birthday on the 24th of April, Boston's birthday on the 25th of April, and then Scarlett's birthday on the 6th of May.
Johnny Who, jump onto the YouTube, man. I'm going to shut down the Patreon soon just because it's just easier to keep up with one stream of stuff rather than having to post everything everywhere. But thank you for being on Patreon. Please jump over to the YouTube one. I know YouTube take more, but it's just easier for me to handle, being that I still have a wife and kids, businesses, and everything else going on. Is T wearing pants today? Yes, only just. They're pretty short shorts.
All right, let's just get one thing straight.
You only had 2 beers, mate.
He's probably talking about the other night when.
Yeah.
No, it's just because that person will ask why it looks like I never wear pants.
How many snapbacks do I have? Lots. I came back from America with about 30 new ones. At least, probably 20.
When we were cleaning out the garage today, we found a drawer full.
Yeah, I've got lots. No, my first tattoo wasn't a home job. It's just shit. It's the Love Heart one right there. So, yeah.
Sucker.
Let me hear. Thank you, John Bert. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Fist bump. What did I get from Go? What did we get from Go Man's? Family meal. I got a thing and someone got another thing.
We all got chicken.
Yes, I can remember a car owned in chronological order, but not the relationship length. That's right, and that's probably normal, right?
You got the
there you go.
length,
Hey,
right?
Me and my wife have our 6-year wedding anniversary on April 19th as well.
Really?
That's
sick.
cool.
That's insane.
Congrats for putting up with a woman for that long. Oh.
We did meet in 2012, though. In August 2012.
Someone said, how is he going the wrong way and not notice? He did notice once we hit head on. Yeah.
Basically, there was the one entrance onto the track, but there's so many different ways you could go.
How many tattoos planned for both? Tiana can't fit many more. I plan to get a lot more. All right. Anyway, guys, I'll probably wrap. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up right now just because the video. So if you are a member, guys, the video will be up literally within 5 minutes. So get ready for that. Otherwise, non-members, it will be up first thing in the morning. And just quickly, just quickly for anybody, the last guy's asking, we are trying to buy the S13 back from the insurance company if it is taken away. And if not, if they don't write it off and they get it repaired, fantastic. But yeah, anyway, that's sort of the story with that. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget, either become a member, or if you're not a Ray member, anyway, for the members, the video is going to come out in a minute. Non-members, you guys will see it in the morning as usual. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Check out the vlog later. Bye from me.
Bye. Thank you for the love and support
Yep.
during this hard time.
Definitely. Thank you so much, guys. Much appreciated.